Hey guys, so as March is coming to a close, I wanted to go ahead and do a jump start on my March favorites. It's going to be mainly makeup products, but I do have a few skincare items in there that I wanted to share with you guys. So if you'd like to see what my favorites have been for this month of March, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. Since I only have a few skincare items, I'm going to go ahead and just go over those first. But one of the items is something I purchased more recently, and so far I'm really liking the results I'm getting from it. But it's the Badescu drying lotion, which looks like this. I don't know if you guys can really see there we go. The light is so bright. But basically, if you can see that there's like a liquid at the top here, and then there's like some kind of sediment at the bottom, this pink. The way that you're supposed to use this product is you're supposed to put it on areas where you're breaking out, or you can, just spot treat, like basically wherever you have pimples that are creeping up, and it just kind of dries them up. Sometimes if they're really like under the skin and they haven't come to the surface, it'll kind of draw them out to the surface, and then it'll kind of make it possible to get rid of faster, and then you put it on again and it'll just like dry it up and just suck it out. So this is awesome. A little bit goes a long way. You basically take a cotton swab, Q-tip, whatever you want to call it, put it in, so you dip it down to the sediment part, this pink part here, and it's not hard to do that. Like, you stick it in and you go almost all the way to the bottom and you'll get the pink paste on there, and then you just dab it on your pimple wherever you're breaking out. Leave it on overnight, wake up in the morning. A lot of times I find that it's kind of dried, so it dries up really fast, so it kind of flakes off in my sleep. So I don't always have like a pink spot on my face. But you do want to wash it off, wash your face with your normal cleanser in the morning, or at least just take some water and, clean it off. So this has been a absolute save. I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. It has been a savior, if you will, for my skin, because I've just been having some pretty bad breakouts just on my chin area, which is a hormonal area for when you break out as a woman. So I've just been battling that, and this stuff has been awesome because it's really helped to kind of get rid of some of my breakouts that I've been having. And you can hear a kitty meowing. Cats do not like closed doors, FYI, in case you didn't know that. But if I let the cats in there, they're going to get into stuff, and I will be so distracted. Next item is something I've been using for a while now, but definitely for the whole month of March I've been using it. I think some of February was when I got it. I think it was, probably early February when I got it. It's lasted a pretty good while, but it's by Badescu as well. It's the Ginzing Moist Cream. It is a moisturizer, and it's just a white cream, and I'm getting kind of low on it. You can kind of, I'm trying to like hold it up, but it's pretty light, but it's really nice and moisturizing. I put that on at night and in the morning. I was using a moisturizer by Clinique, the Dramatically Different Moisturizer, I think is what it's called. It's like a yellow cream, and I just had like a little travel size one I was using in the daytime just because I felt like I needed something lighter. But because I wasn't sure if this was causing any of my breakouts, but it's not, because I've continued to use it, and when I don't use it, I still, will have some breakouts every now and then. So it's not related to the product itself, so that's a good thing. So I really like that. It's inexpensive, which is great, and just, the ingredients are just more wholesome, and, it's more, I don't know if it's necessarily organic, but it's just more natural, the ingredients that they use. There's not all these crazy, complicated, complex chemicals and words that you don't even know how to pronounce that are listed on the ingredient list. So another skincare item, and this is, I believe, the last skincare item that I have for you guys, but it's the Origins Ginzing Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. It's in this little orange pot here, and it's a really pretty cream. It's like a kind of shimmery, like light pink, peachy color, And a little bit goes a long way with this guy, and I have really noticed a difference when I put this on under my eyes, because I suffer from having a little discoloration and darkness like under my eye area. So I like to put that on at night, you know, after I put my moisturizer on, and I kind of notice it already starting to, after it's like absorbs into the skin, it just starts to brighten it in the under eye area. And then it's also great to have as your base before you put on your concealer for under your eye area. So those are my skincare items. And now I'm just going to go on to the makeup, which is one of my favorite things. I love the skincare stuff too, but makeup is just, it's more exciting and fun because you get to play with colors and try different things, and I love it. So this is the CoverGirl Clean Whipped Cream Foundation in the color 305. I think it's ivory. Yes, 305 ivory. It's the whipped foundation. It's similar to the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation, but honestly I like this better because it's a little bit easier to blend out as opposed to the Revlon, which is a little thicker and harder to blend out. I've been applying this with my good old trusty beauty blender, which I have on today, this foundation that I apply with the beauty blender today. It's just so creamy. I feel like the lasting and staying power is pretty good on this, and it doesn't oxidize, so because I kind of feel like sometimes with the Revlon, as much as I loved it, I did feel like sometimes it got a little patchy throughout the day, just in like certain spots where I was extra dry, and I also kind of felt like it was harder to blend out, like I said, and then it did, I feel like it did kind of darken after, you know, kind of oxidized a little bit, but this one does not. I have not noticed any change in color at all when I've had this on. It matches my skin perfectly, which is awesome because a lot of times you'll get something close to your skin color, but it doesn't match perfectly, and this really does match perfectly. And it's just very light feeling on the skin. It just kind of, I feel like it gives a natural but slightly dewy, like luminous finish, which I like. I always set with a little bit of powder. I don't set it all over my face because I don't want it to be super matte, and I don't want it to have like a powdery finish. But I do, you know, like my forehead, like the T-zone area, a little on my chin, and I like to go around like the perimeter of my face, like the jawline and like the hairline, just to kind of prevent it from moving as much. So I like to do that with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, which I have two colors. This one you can't even tell that it's Rimmel because the writing has worn off. I've had it for so long, but this is what the writing normally looks like. Stay Matte. This is the color Sandstorm number 4, and this is Creamy Natural number 11. I don't know why number 4 is the darker color versus 11 is lighter, but anyways, you'd think it'd be opposite. But I use the lighter one, the Creamy Natural, usually to set under the eyes, and then the Sandstorm to set the rest of my face. But I've also used this under my eyes as well, and it works just as well. So next, after that foundation, I'm going to share with you guys something that has been a lifesaver for my under eye area that I can't believe I've been living without for as long as I have. I thought I put it back in my makeup bag. I have like all my stuff in my makeup bag so I can film and have everything there. But it's the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. Packaging looks like this. You can see the color is like a pink salmon-y color. And it looks like this. This is the, trying to so you guys can see it. It's just like a little brush, and the color right there, it's kind of a light pinky color. But basically I've been using this underneath of my eyes after I've, you know, put my foundation on and everything. I put this on pretty, you know, I put like a good amount on, and then I blend it out with my finger, or sometimes with my beauty blender, or sometimes with a little concealer brush, just, you know, depending on how I'm feeling and what I have time for that day. But finger works well, beauty blender does too, and the brush works well as well too. But you just want to lightly kind of pat with your finger to kind of blend and distribute the product. And then after I do this, I put my, I go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, and just so it blends in with my foundation, and it just kind of doesn't look like stark, you know, bright white area underneath of the eyes. So but this is awesome because it has totally completely changed the way that my under eye area appears. Like when I have this on, I mean, if I'm not having breakouts on my skin, I could probably just put this on, put a little of the Pro Longwear on, and just like a little bit of powder to kind of blend everything together with my skin, and probably be good to go. And I can even probably try wearing this by itself and just experiment and see if I can blend it so it doesn't look, you know, harsh, especially if I'm not wearing any foundation. But it's just very creamy, very easy to apply and blend, and it just does an amazing job like brightening the under eye area. Like I'll have to show you guys in a video of how it looks before and after, because it is awesome. And I just got this in my latest tutorial. I did not have this product, so you know, and I already applied my foundation prior to starting to film that tutorial anyways, because I was just mainly focusing on the eyes. But just so you guys know, so you'll be able to look out and see. I don't know if you guys can tell right now, but it's just really nice and bright. And I mean, also the lighting is kind of, it's hard to tell, but really, really awesome product. Love it. They also have Light Boost, which is another like yellow based like prime, like a, it's more like a highlighter. It's by their Prep and Prime line, but it's kind of like a highlighter. And you can use that more all over the skin, whereas this is really best for under the eye area. So love that. I also love my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, which I was just talking about pairing with that other product. And another product that I got recently that I really have been enjoying is the NYC High Definition Liquid Eyeliner. And it looks like this. And the applicator is like a felt tip pen. I think the tip is a little bit dirty, but here, I'll show you guys. I can get a good dark line for you, but that's like, you can get so precise with it. The one complaint I do have is that if you don't lay it like flush against the lid, it doesn't really get a whole, like deposit a whole lot of color. So you have to kind of, and obviously this is a much thicker line, but you can see that this one is darker, more pigmented than that one. And that's because I went more like this rather than like that, like a pin. So that's the only complaint I really have about that, but I really do like it. It's pretty easy to work with. It's not super like liquidy, so you don't have to worry about making a huge mess with it like some liquid liners. So love this. And then this is something I've had for a little while too, but I've really been enjoying it to contour with. It's my Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And I love, I really want to get the NARS Ida brush, which everyone on YouTube raves about for contouring. I don't know if NARS is selling it anymore, if they're out of stock or something. I think I looked into it at one point and I couldn't find it online anymore with their website. But it kind of looks similar to the Hoola, like the applicator that comes with the Hoola bronzer. Although this part right here, the bristles or the hairs are like more dense and like compacted. So it's more like that. So it's a little bit narrower. It's not quite as fluffy and, you know, free like this is. And, you know, there's not as much length, so they can't move around quite as much. But basically I'll just, you know, go like that. And then, you know, like blend it out with another brush. It also works great for bronzing up the face anyways, but I like to use it for contouring because it's matte. And matte bronzers are the best for when you want to contour. When you want to bronze out the face, it's okay if you have a little bit of shimmer to it. But with contouring, you want a matte bronzer and one that's more like brown. You don't want orange. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh wait, no, I have a few more things. I'm about to run out of space. Hold up. Okay. So I have this MAC palette for my eyeshadows. I know the newer ones have like the clear plastics you can see, which I like better now, but when I got this is the only option I had. But I still like this one too. But I have been filling up my palette slowly but surely. Colors that I more recently have purchased and I've been really loving. I've got, this is Makeup Geek Creme Brulee right here. And then this is MAC, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Let me see if I can get it out of here. It is Sketch. This really pretty kind of purple burgundy color is called Sketch. And then I've got, is this Swiss chocolate? I think it's Swiss chocolate, or maybe not. No, Brown Script. See, that's what I love when I buy the ones, the MAC one eyeshadows that are already in the pan. It has the name on the back, so you don't have to worry about remembering what it's called, what the name is. But when you buy in the packaging and then you depot it and put it in here, you don't have the name on it unless you write on it. So some of these I don't remember the names of. Like, I don't remember the name of this one. I've had this one for a while in here. But then let's see, moving on, Texture by MAC, which is right here. This is Nylon by MAC. And this is, I already said Texture. This is, oh my gosh, I'm losing the name. Copper Ring. I'm sorry, Copper Ring right here. Beautiful color. And then last but not least, this is Patina, which I don't know if you can, really tell. It's like a kind of a bronzy brown color. It's really pretty, very light, but it's a very pretty color. So I've been loving those colors, especially Makeup Geek Creme Brulee and Texture together. I kind of use those together. And today I am wearing Amber Lights, which is this color here, and Copper Ring together. And then as a highlight on the inner corner and the brow, I have Nylon, which is like a yellow base highlighter. And this eye look is a look I recreated by Jaclyn Hill because I absolutely fell in love with the colors. And, you know, I did kind of feel a little intimidated to use these kind of copper colors because I didn't want it to, like, make me look really dead, if that makes any sense, like red, you know, coppery colors around the eye. But I really love how it makes my eyes, because I have hazel eyes and it brings out the green in my eyes, and I just really love how it just is like a pop of color, and it's really, really pretty. Next thing I purchased a palette for blushes by MAC. You can also put, you know, sculpting and shaping powders like from the Pro line, which I plan to do. I plan to get emphasized, but the MAC store that I have, the Pro store that we have in our mall here, does not carry those powders yet, so I'd have to order it online. Unfortunately, I just haven't gotten around to it. But I already owned Pink Swoon, which is right here. Here, I'm just going to open this up so it's not glare and you guys can see. So this is Pink Swoon, which is like a really pretty pink bubblegummy color. The two that I purchased more recently was MAC Peaches and then Springsheen. And Springsheen is, oh my gosh, so gorgeous. You see how it's like really iridescent and like it's just so pretty. It kind of reminds me of NARS Orgasm Blush because it's got little specks of like golds, and it's just really shimmery and just really pretty and kind of iridescent color. And Peaches looks like this. It's like I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like a really pretty soft peachy color. I don't feel like the light's picking it up right, but anyways, it's a really pretty color. I'm wearing Springsheen on my cheeks, but you probably can't tell because of the lighting. Again, I am working on the lighting and trying to figure it all out, so please bear with me. And background will change. I just got to get everything set up in this room. I'm getting a vanity in this room as soon as I can get it from my mom's. And just trying to decorate and hang things on the wall to make this place brighter and not echo quite as much. So that pretty much sums everything up that I've been really using this month that is kind of new. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week and weekend. And I guess I really shouldn't say weekend. I'm filming on the weekend, but when you guys see this video, it might be the week. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to really say it. Oh my gosh, kitty's meowing. I know, you should hear them, they're whining, especially one of them is really talkative and he's like, meow. He's like really fussy. They don't like having the door closed, but oh well, I can't have them running around all of my stuff and knocking my camera down. Just not gonna happen. So anyways, have a good week or weekend, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more tutorials and just more videos to come in the future. And if you guys have any requests, as always, please leave a comment down below and just let me know what you guys want to see, and I'd be more than happy to do it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.